everybody. How is everybody this morning? Going to give some shout outs here before we get started. Let everybody get in here. Please smash that like button on your way in. Let everybody know that we are live. Hello, Dixie. K. Mitch. Spirit Moon. Hello, hello. Great Design. Hello. Milfay. Hello. Hello, everybody. So I've got some information, you guys, that was I was put onto this by another subscriber. I did go over and watch it, and there's some big news that is going to be coming out. There's my sister. Hello, Capel. Now, if this is proven, you guys, to be true, it's coming apparently from a source right out of Australia that knows somehow is, from what I'm getting from this guy, is his informant is in the know of what's going on with the Cleo Smith case. Hello, Jakey. So I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to go over a couple of parts in the video and let you guys hear it for yourself. I will link the video in the description once this live is done. So if you guys want to go over and watch the whole thing, because it's about an hour long, but I'm not going to be showing the whole thing. I'm just going to be showing you the breaking news regarding this. Hello, Marie. Hello, Sandra. Hello, everybody coming in. There's Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Hello, everybody coming in. So I'm going to ask, please smash that like button on your way in. Let everybody know that we are live. Hello, Radmilla. Like I got, oh my God, I got bashed bad in the comments of my Chloe video that I did and with what came out. And it's like, let's wait and see, you guys. I took it. There were some really rude ones that my daughter does go through all the comments, and she does remove some that are really rude. But I've always asked, I'm not 100%. Nobody is perfect, but I have to believe in my ancestors. Okay. I give you guys what I'm getting from them, and I've got to trust that they're giving me the right information. If they happen to be wrong for some reason, I'm going to suck it up. But I've always asked, please, let's let everything come out first. Hello, Anne. Jenna Lee. Hello, everybody coming in. I'm sorry if I do miss you. I'm on StreamYard, so my chat is going a lot faster than yours. I did only slow it down to half right now at 30 seconds in between your comments. Hello, Charlene. So I tried to ask people, let's wait, okay? Chloe had been just found. Hello, Barefoot Claire. Chloe had been just found. Let's wait and see what's coming out. Hello, A Quail, Redmilla. So it's like, I don't claim to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. This is not an exact science, you guys. If you guys want to, I've seen it called that. Your science is wrong. Can I be wrong sometimes? Absolutely. But I've always just asked, please stay open-minded and let's wait until everything comes out, right? So what I'm going to show you, you guys, this guy has almost 100,000 subscribers. I've seen his channel. I've gone over it quite a few times, and he seems to be a pretty reliable source for information. He has a confidential informant that is close to this investigation, apparently, that or close to maybe even the family. I don't know yet. You're going to hear it, and you guys can make your own decision. Like I said, I will put his link to that video that you're going to see parts of here in the description below, so you can go and watch the whole thing if you want. I believe the guy. So this was done on November 4th or 5th, I believe. This information came out, and it's apparently from a reliable source. So I haven't been able to verify the information that comes out in this yet. But like I said, this guy has close to 100,000 subscribers, and I've checked other videos on his channel, and he seems to be a pretty stand-up guy. So without further ado, we're going to get into it, you guys, and then we're going to have a chit chat about it because, well, maybe I'll do this first. I want to set the stage for this, okay? Because like I said, I got beat up bad in my comments on that video. There's still some unanswered questions regarding the abduction of Chloe, okay? We know it's every parent's worst nightmare to, find your child's been abducted, okay? And there's been a lot of questions that have not been answered regarding this. So the thing is, we know who abducted her now, but we don't know why. Why was she abducted? Okay? We're going to get some answers to that in this video you're going to see. Okay? The next one is basically like, was she moved about or was she kept in that house the whole time? Okay? Because it hasn't been disclosed yet if Chloe was kept in the same house after being kidnapped or if she'd been moved about. Okay? Like, and the next one I would say is like, how did the kidnapper get into that tent without the parents awaking? You got to realize that there was also a 7-month-old in that tent. As a mother, I know I wake up to every little sound. Okay. So I want to know how they got in without being seen or heard. There's got to be some amount of noise that was made. Okay. Getting in that tent. I understand it was a 2-compartment tent type thing. I'm familiar with them. I've gone camping. You're going to hear something, especially a mom with a little baby, right? And why would the young children be separated from the parents' sleeping quarters? Okay? With a young child, you want to keep that child very close to you, okay? So there's some questions still unanswered about that. Also, her sleeping bag was missing, which, could suggest that she was carried out in that sleeping bag while still asleep. Okay, but it's unlikely for a child not to shout out or at least or whatever being grabbed. Okay, and lifted up in a sleeping bag, even worse, to not make one peep. Okay, I'm a mom, and I remember I went camping with my kids when they were young. Okay. So, and the missing sleeping bag was also a clear indication, you guys, to me at least, that she didn't just get up and wander off. Okay. It's a clear indication that somebody taller than Cleo opened that zipper. I know how the zippers work. You can have them on the bottom. You can have them in the middle. You can have them on the top. It's usually two zippers that come together at some point. I used to put a little lock on mine at night. Or if we left the tent, I'd put the 2 zippers together and put a lock on there. Okay, another question that's really on my mind, and it's going to be answered in this video too, is why was it Cleo that was snatched and not her little sister? Okay, why would they snatch a 4-year-old that talks, that could say, this is what the guy looked like, or could yell and scream because they don't recognize the person, or instead of the 7-month-old that would not recognize anything, you know what I mean? Doesn't talk, whatever. Why Cleo? Okay, and a lot of people also commented a lot that I kept saying Chloe. And after this guy was arrested, he was into the brat stalls, I believe that they were. And one of those dolls' names is Chloe. Okay. So that's something I didn't catch on to in the read. I was just thinking, okay, I've got my little niece on my mind or whatever, for whatever reason. I couldn't understand why that kept coming out. Could that have been a clue that I missed? Absolutely. But I did make a lot of mistakes in that video and call her Chloe instead of Cleo, just to find out later that there is the guy that had her was that Bratz doll collector, and one of those dolls is named Chloe and is blonde-haired, blue-eyed like Cleo. Okay, another thing was what finally tipped the police off to that house. We've heard a lot of things that were being said, okay? But there was a specific tip that came in. We're going to hear about that in the video too. Okay? That may change your mind on a lot of things. Yes, backyard. And welcome to everybody coming in. I've been looking down here at my notes and what things that I wanted to mention, so I haven't been able to see everybody come in. But Moonchild, Jack, backyard. Sorry for the cough, you guys. Welcome to everybody coming in. They had a 7-month-old sleeping in a separate room of the tent, and the 4-year-old is bad enough. Yes. Yes, we did hear, hello, MacGyver. We did hear that when she was found, she had toys that she was playing with, and she was like she looked good and healthy. Okay. Now, also in my video, when I did that video, I said, like, she's got to be found soon, or I can see some violence happening. Something's going to happen to her. I was getting gut feelings that she could have already been towards the light, but I also said in there, I got the between worlds. So which kind of clarified that she wasn't there yet, but it was a possibility. And guess what else you're going to hear in this video today that I found? There was a threat that they were going to kill her. Okay? This is all going to come out, and I'm going to show you that. So my question was, what exactly tipped them off to go to that house after, what is it, 18 days? What tipped them off? Okay? You're going to hear what tipped them off, you guys. And what did the kidnapper benefit by this? To me, there has to be some kind of money involved. You're going to hear about that too. Okay? So those are the questions that I have, you guys. And let's see how many of those are answered in this video that you're going to see. Okay? Like I said, this guy was, yeah, but this only came out afterwards, you guys, about him buying the diapers or the nappies, as they call them. That information all only came out after this house was raided and they found Cleo. Sorry, I said it again. That information from the neighbors about the buying of diapers and hearing a kid cry and stuff like that, they only came forward after Cleo was found. Okay? So, what led them to that house? You guys are going to hear about it all right here. Okay? So, that's all good and fine, these neighbors coming forward, right? Sorry, guys, I am going to mute so you guys don't have to hear my coughing. But that information only came out after they got her and found her. But what led to that house, you guys? You're going to hear about it right here. Okay? So let's get into this video, you guys. And you're going to hear it here. I'm going to play probably about 6 minutes of it. And it's going to explain every question I just asked, the things that came out in my read. You're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. And we're going to watch for this information to be made public. Let me get the screen up for you guys and share the audio. You guys ready? When this video starts, you guys, please press 1 in the chat if you can hear and see it okay. Okay, here we go.
But today is, if what I'm about to tell you guys is correct today, it's good news and it's really bad news. Okay, so let's go with what I know right at this point. So my source, I've got my sources here, and we're talking about it. And I've got questions. If you need to ask questions, I can ask my source and they can answer the questions. But basically, my source is from Australia, and they kind of know what's going on. So basically, this is what's going down. The breaking news is that Cleo's stepdad, if I'm saying this correctly, and hopefully I am, had outstanding debts with some of the local skullduggery people, right? Drug dealers and things like that. That is corroborated who he owed money to, but it was to, you know, not very nice people. The stepdad owed money to not very nice people for outstanding either drug debts or something like that. Okay. And so Cleo was taken because of those debts. Okay. And the mother knew. The stepdad knew. Okay. They all knew and didn't tell the police, likely because they didn't want to tell the police because they thought that, or the threat was that if you tell the police, we'll kill her. Right. They didn't take her though, Sherry. They didn't take her, but they knew who took her, and likely they knew where she was. And so you're going to see arrests in the coming days. I'm pretty sure the mom's going to be charged. The stepfather is probably going to be charged. So they knew. And so with the $1 million reward, here's where it gets a little bit more crazy. Allegedly, the stepdad reached out to one of his friends and said, can you call the police with this information of where she is? Let's see if we can collect the reward. The $1 million reward. The mom knew after she was taken. So I'm getting fed information. So Jen is right. Shit just got spicy. Okay. So the silver lining here, the good news is that Cleo likely was taken as a marker to hold for the money until it was given to them, but was not harmed in the way that people thought she might have been harmed. Does that make sense? She wasn't SA'd. She's probably treated just okay. She was probably given toys and food and all that kind of stuff. It looks like she was okay. But in the end, this is the crime that happens, right? The mom knew and didn't tell the police. So it looks like I'm on board saying things correctly. So she's 4 years old. She was taken. And so now we have to look back at the case and say, did they put her in that other part of the tent? Did the stepdad do that? And these are all questions I'm asking. I'm not saying this is my source didn't say this stuff, but did the stepdad plan this? Right? Did they take her to hold her and then for the $1 million ransom to pay off the debts? So it just got crazy twisted. So we have to look now. I'm sure the police who know all this stuff are obviously just putting their whole case together and everything else. But the guy that abducted her was just part of the whole thing. It wasn't just him. And apparently I read a tweet, and I don't know if my source can tell me this, but he was definitely beaten in prison recently. Like he's in the hospital right now. So why did the search start? Because they claimed her missing, as far as I'm aware, but did not tell the police that they knew who took her or knew why she was taken. Here's the thing. They knew why she was taken. This is why the dad looked so guilty in all the photos and the videos and all the stuff that's going on. The dad knew from day one what happened. Likely they knew also that she wasn't going to be harmed. Okay, so maybe they didn't think it was such a big deal. She's not going to be harmed. We know they're not going to harm her. Let's just get the money, all this kind of stuff, but didn't tell the police. And as far as I'm aware, that's effing illegal. And that's dangerous because your kid was gone for 3 weeks. Imagine knowing where your kid is, who took your kid in a small town, and not telling the police. I sort of get it, though. You have to put yourself in the position of the parents, the mom specifically, that if they threatened that if you call the police, we're going to hurt her, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But because the stepdad knew, and it was because of drug debts and things like that, this is where this thing is going to get a little bit crazy.
Okay, so Cleo says, I remember the officer being asked about the reward and he hesitated when he answered, but said, no, there's no tip, there's no reward. Well, they're not going to pay them the reward if they have found this information out, right? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So if I'm going to stop sharing this for now, you guys, I'm going to keep it up in case you guys want to continue watching maybe a little bit more of this. But can you imagine, you guys, if this comes out as true? Iridy Green, I will be posting the link to this video in the description below once I'm done this live. So this gentleman that's on here now, he has almost 100,000 subscribers. And I checked out some of his other videos, and the guy seems like a very stand-up guy. Okay. Yes, the read said that it involved the parents. Okay. Like I said, you guys, I got a lot of backlash and a lot of bashing for that video that I did. Now, if this turns out to be true, if there's arrests coming, you guys, right now, apparently from what this is saying, is it hasn't been released to the public yet. This is an inside informant that he got his information from, somebody that is either close to the case, close to the parents, or something. Okay. But like I said at the beginning, people did come out afterwards and say, oh my God, I should have reported that. I seen him going to get in diapers. I seen this. I heard that. That only came out after the guy was arrested. What is the tip that led the police to that house? They haven't said. They beat it around the bush about it. Yeah. The official story is not adding up. So, like I said, you guys, this is coming from one of this guy's informants. And like I said, I checked out other videos on his channel just to check him out first. And he sounds like and from what I've seen, is a very upstanding guy, or he wouldn't have close to 100,000 subscribers. And he has a confidential informant that is either, from what I'm gathering, either close to the family, the investigation, somehow. Okay. And there was also the guy that was arrested. I'm not going to put his name out there, but the guy that was arrested is charged again for threatening one of a reporter or something like that, and saying, I'll be out of here soon and I'm coming for you. Because, and for him to say something like that, and this guy was in and out of jail, and this guy, it's been proved, this guy has no sexual charges, nothing on his record. Nothing, zero. He's in and out of jail frequently, I believe, because of drugs. I don't know that for sure, but that would suggest something along those lines. Okay, so I heard on Oz channel she was found because he was tracked down by phone pings. But how do they know his phone pings if they didn't know who it was? There was a tip that was called in and said, hey, this little girl is at so-and-so's house. So what they then probably did was check that guy's cell phone pings to see if it added up. They can't start tracking somebody's cell phone pings until they know who they're trying to track. Right? There you go. You have to have a name or a phone number to track before you can track pings. Okay, so Jerry Ryan said, I watched that whole vlog. The information was via a policeman or former police. There you go. Jack, you know what? I hope this is all wrong, but it would add up to what my reading said. And I've got to trust my ancestors. So right now I've got to trust that this is true because it lines up. I hope I'm wrong. Right? Yeah, the case stinks. It stinks. And like I said, you guys, with these phone pings, yes, they pinged his phone, and yes, that's all true. But how did they know to check his phone pings? It's because a tip came in to said, hey, she's being held at this guy's house. And with the information that we just heard, the stepfather said, call in this tip. Let's try and collect the reward to pay off his drug debts, which is the reason why Cleo was being held in the first place. What other reason would this guy have? He's never had an abduction charge or sexual assault charges or anything like that we know of via the news releases. I'm sure if he would have been a sexual predator, we would have heard about that. or has abducted kids before, we would have heard about that. We haven't. Why would he do it? Money, right? He's holding Cleo for this drug debt, for these drug dealers. Maybe one of his drug dealers. Who knows? Yes, I have to trust. It's not even my guides, it's my ancestors. So Corey H says, that you know that Josh is Ontario too, right? Cool. Exactly. Well, welcome, Gold Star Mom, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you. So yes, Bendy, this is what I'm saying. They can't track pings without a name or a number. Yes, thank you, Gold Star. I appreciate that. There's Corey H. You know, Josh is Ontario too. That's the guy that we were just watching. His name is Josh. December Dawn says but we all know how often you're wrong. Oh, not very often. You get it from your ancestors. I listen. Yes. Yeah. Makes me sick to my stomach. It's like, are you kidding me? Well, I'm glad you're here, Corey. I'm sorry if I'm missing some of you guys. Like my chat is flying by. I did slow it down in YouTube. Right, Cindy? If you need someone to take a kid, who better than the doll crazy man? Doing good, doing good, doing good. Bendy, welcome. So Spirit Moon, yes. Spirit Moon did a read that said she was dead, but maybe this was what was coming, yeah. They did threaten that they would kill her if they went to the police, right? A Quail says if they can track all pings, where's Summer? Well, we're not to don't take it personally, but we're not dealing with Summer right now. But on that, I will answer that, A Quail, is that who knows where those phones were at what time, right? Also in that, I've recently seen, as I showed you guys the other day, Dawn is on that phone a lot doing lives from the home and this and that. If you remember correctly, they said that she had to use grandma's phone because she wasn't getting reception and this and that. The reception is bad out there. Well, Dawn was on YouTube lives for 10 hours straight the other day and seemed like the internet was working fine to me out there. So I think there could have been more phones involved in that. So wrong, Margaret Lee says. A cell tower dump can find all pings off certain cell towers. Yes, but that's a lot of information to go through. And if this is somebody that lives in the area, how do you decipher, right? Unless you have a specific number that you're searching for to follow. Because apparently he's from that, not far from the area. I didn't realize that there was a GoFundMe set up. Wow. Yeah, I wonder if they did get that money. Mosquito Bait says they didn't find a lot of people that were at the Capitol on January 6th by tracking phone pings. I don't know about that. Backyard says, I'm not a psychic. I'm not a psychic either. But I didn't like the vibes I got from the parents' interview and have been waiting to see if more info. Yeah, me too. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, Moonchild, you take care and you have a great day. Yes, it is. It's crazy. Like, obviously, this informant is very well trusted. I think there was going to be maybe he got a cut of that reward money. That could very well be too. Arity Green says, I think that once the parents met their quota for the amount of money they needed, either they or the kidnappers tipped off the police. Apparently, from what this guy is saying, is the stepfather, he called somebody to tip them off. And that tip was hopefully going to lead to collecting the reward. But if there was a GoFundMe too, maybe they did get enough in the GoFundMe that they didn't need to go through with everything. I don't know. But let's wait and see what does come out. Oh, sis, I hope you feel better soon. I love you. Jakey says, I don't think this lad is sophisticated enough to be able to pull this off on his own. No. And he states that right in there, that he was just part of it. He was working with others. Okay, and Cindy says, a side note that the cell phone coverage out there is horrible. That could very well be too, Chrissy, but they did say it was on a tip. Yeah, I don't think that was a coincidence either, that they closed the GoFundMe and then she was found within hours of each other. If that's true, that the GoFundMe was closed very shortly or close to when she was found. It would make a lot of sense if they got enough to pay off their drug debt, which is why this guy is saying she was taken in the first place, right? And that's another good point, Jakey. If they followed them to the campsite, they would have seen somebody following them. If he just turned up, how would he know which tent and where she was? Exactly. And Summer says they can be charged with fraud if found guilty for taking GoFundMe money. Exactly. Like you're putting a price tag on your child, right? Who does that? So Josh did mention, and that is his name, the gentleman we just listened to. Josh mentioned that this guy will come on his channel when he's able to talk. And apparently he's either a police informant or an ex-police officer, something to do with the police, apparently, from what was just said here. I'm not sure, Chi-Chi, because I don't know anything about the GoFundMe. Millface says the mom's GoFundMe for $77,000. Wow. A Quail says, and so close to their home. Yeah, she was like a 7-minute drive from the home, but was taken so far away. Maybe that's why they went camping in the first place. Yeah, because it was 64 kilometers or something. It's a ways from where they were camping, just to be brought back to her own neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like something's very fishy here. Yeah, that's very possible that they didn't expect all this media. Oh, hang on. Give me a second, you guys. Avon calling. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Amazon. Said this before. We order so much from Amazon here. If a llama shows up at my door from Amazon, I won't be surprised. So, but sorry about that. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen the full video yet. But apparently in that video, you guys, I will give you the link in the description below to this full video. Once we're done the live, I'll put it in there where you guys can go and watch the whole thing. It's pretty interesting. I haven't had a chance to watch the whole thing. Yeah, Margaret Allen says, "Had a feeling about this, not surprised. Strange vibes from them from Scotland." Well, hello from Scotland, Margaret. Thank you for joining. So Corey H says, the stepdad most likely told her, "Don't worry, he's my friend. He has lots of dolls you can play with." It's very well possible. Good afternoon, Oracle. Chichi, I don't know. I don't know much about this GoFundMe. It's first I've heard about it. So Flyer B says, if this turns out to be true, it's amazing that the families involved never expected the media coverage their case is going to receive. Major flaws in the plan. That's why I say when you're going to do something like this, no plan is flawless. There's going to be mistakes made, right? And apparently there was a big one made. Hello, Mr. Gray Tarot. Mr. Gray says, I feel the parents planned this GoFundMe. That could very well be. K. Mitch says, in the interview, the parents seemed thrown off when asked what they planned on doing that first day of camping. Yeah, I seen that too. I watched those videos or the interviews with the parents over and over again after my read to see did I miss something. And I mean, yeah, I get it. It's like there was something so off with each and every one. Give me a minute, you guys. I got some noise coming down the stairs here. Just give me a second, please. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Now where was I? Yeah, the major flaws, like there's no perfect crime ever. And yeah, I just got bad vibes each interview of the parents that I watched after this. So Jakey5 says the mom on an earlier statement said she didn't know who would take her because they grew up around there and everyone knows everyone. Also, it was stated too that apparently the guy that took Cleo was friends with the mother on, I don't know if it was Twitter or Facebook. Yeah, apparently those dolls aren't cheap. And Summer Dawn says, to be honest, those dolls are not cheap, and the house looked run down. Does that not seem weird? Yes, I did get that, Bendy. I did say that I've got the neighborhood and somebody from that neighborhood. So yes. And like I said, I got bashed bad for that read. And if this is all true, then my read was 100% right. So thank you, Bendy, for that. Oh, you're welcome, Mystic. Larry says, well, at least the Amazon drivers consider it to ring your doorbell. Yeah, they do. Yeah, he collects brat dolls, brats. And one of those, remember I kept saying her name is Chloe instead of Cleo? One of the brat's dolls' names is Chloe. And it's got the blonde hair and everything, looks like Cleo. So was that another something I missed there? A clue being given to me because I kept saying Chloe? Well, hello, kitty. Thanks for joining. Mr. Gray, I don't think it was the GoFundMe that was at $1 million. I think that was the reward that was being offered by the government. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at, you guys. With the questions that I had, because people were attacking me in my comment section. You know, it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I've got to trust what my ancestors were giving me. The ancestor deck is the deck that I connect with the most because it is based off my ancestors. So to be attacked, especially with an ancestor read, I don't know, man. It sent me for a loop. But then I was thinking, well, maybe is it the energy was so low because I was sick? Maybe I shouldn't have done the read. Like I was really second guessing myself. But if this is all true, then that ancestor read was smack on. Yeah, like even now, every little thing wakes me up because I've been programmed as a mom. I was programmed like any little noise I woke up to, right? Especially when your child is still an infant. And why would they put the infant and a 4-year-old in a separate part of the tent? It just doesn't make sense. Monica, I can add that. And hello, everybody coming in. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. It's not intentional. I will put that on the list for public reads. Yes. And on top of that, you guys, when a child's abducted, I don't think, honestly, I don't think that somebody who wants to abduct a child and get away with it and to harm a child and isn't going to go into a tent where there's 2 parents there. And they're going to take the easiest prey, which would have been the 7-month-old that can't talk and say who they are or anything. And they're not going to risk being caught going into a tent where there's parents there. It's just something's off, you guys. Huh? Hello, Willow's mama. Hope you're doing well today. Summer, what's that about? Did I miss something? Is mama in here? Let me see. I gotta scroll back. Because I've probably missed tons of chats. I had to have missed something. I don't know. I had to have missed something. Summer Dawn, I don't. Is my mama in here? Could be. I don't know. Yes, I can't wait for the truth to come out either. Yep. If parents are involved, such a sad state of affairs, yeah, that they'd put their daughter at risk because they said if they didn't get the money, they were going to kill her. That's okay, backyard. I don't mind. I just wanted to make it clear I'm not a psychic. So if anybody in here that's either new or whatever would have thought, oh, she's a psychic. No, I read my ancestor deck. That's what I'm connected the best to, and oracle. I don't do tarot. Totally different ends of the spectrum there. And I'm also highly intuitive. So I'm intuitive and I'm an oracle reader. But I work mostly with my ancestors. Yep, Mr. Gray, exactly. Not one scratch on her. She looked healthy and happy. She was smiling, and like they weren't out to harm her. They wanted their money. What this guy just said, they wanted their money. And maybe they had threatened them before, like, give us our money. We want our money, whatever was going on there. And this was a ploy to get the money quick. I don't know about the GoFundMe, but if they started a GoFundMe, like, who knows? Who knows? This is just like right out there. Oh my gosh, Cat H and everybody. Oh, I wish you guys all healing powers. Oh, thank you, Bendy. I mean, there's going to be times that I'm not. It could be an off day. It could be like I really started questioning myself when I was getting beat up in the comments of that video on Cleo because I was still very sick. And it's like, okay, was my energy so low that I wasn't picking up on the right things that they were telling me? I still, looking back now, I still do see things I missed. And that's all I can say. But thank you for that. And generally, especially with the ancestor deck, pretty much spot on. In a lot of ways, Mystic Ray, yes. Yeah, that was the reward, Mystic Ray. That I think it was the government that put it at 1 million. Yes, Flyer B says it's a good point. I was surprised. She was in great spirit. She didn't look harmed, not a scratch on her body, not a hair out of place. So the guy took good care of her, and that was probably one of the conditions. Look at you. You just need to keep this girl. You're so into dolls and wanting to, make sure their hairs are brushed and all this and pretty and proper, whatever. Treat her like one of your dolls. Until we give her back or whatever they planned on doing with her once they got the money. Who knows? Was this a plan all along? Once we got our money, we'll get somebody to call in a tip. This guy's going down. Nobody's going to believe him because he's crazy. I don't know. But let's wait and see what comes out about this information, you guys. We don't know. Cindy, I wonder if Cleo met ahead of time to physically see Dad, the friend. We don't know, right? We'll know more when more information about this comes out. Yes, it gets more bizarre by the day. Yes, there was a lot of us. Thank you for that. And hello and welcome to the live. There was a lot of us bashed. But like I said, everybody says, oh, you said she was dead. No, I didn't. I said, personally, I think she's going towards the light. But right now, I don't think she is. But I think that there is a threat of that. That came out. Give us our money or we'll kill her. It came out. So thank you for that, Lucinda. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's scary, scary stuff. Hello, Marie. Thank you for the virtual hug. Virtual hug right back to you. And thank you for being here and being a member. Yeah, I'll never delete a reading just for that reason, Mr. Tarot. I hope you have a copy of it. Put it back up. Let them bash. Unless you know how this works, like Are we going to be 100% of the time? No, we're going to have errors, but they're a guide. It's our guides guiding us. It's like, I don't know how tarot really works, but I know how my ancestor deck works. Never second guess yourself, Mr. Gray. Ever, ever. Put that video back up. I hope you got a copy of it. Put it back up. Yeah, and the same as my mini reads that I do, they say, oh, well, that's not going on right now. Well, if it's not going on right now, then it's coming. Come back to the next session. Let me know what's happening. And I've had a lot of people, a lot of the ones that are here can tell you because they have got mini reads from me in those sessions, and they will be every Sunday again. Generally, I do them around 1 p.m. Eastern. So that's what's going to be being done again, because everybody wants them moved from Saturday to Sunday. So that's what it's going to be, is Sundays again, 1 p.m. Eastern. And a lot of yous in here that have had your read done in those mini reads, please comment in here and let the people know. Like, even though that you can't identify it right then and there for this happening right now, then that means it's coming in the next couple weeks. And I've had a lot come back and go, oh my God, Willow, I'm so sorry for doubting you, because guess what just happened? You know, even my sister does. She's in here, and she will tell you when she has had a read done, and it's like, okay, sister, what's going on here? Because you haven't told me about this. She says, well, I haven't had time, but it just came out in the read. So yeah, we've got to wait for the whole story. Making banana apple walnut bread. Now you're making me hungry. Monica, that's not very nice. You're being hidden on the channel. You want to call me full of crap? It's like, go away. I don't need the negativity here. This is all people like that. Don't need the negativity. Goodbye, Monica. See you later, Karen. Okay, so Gold Star, you're making me hungry. Yeah, I've been told I've got a lot of emails and that from other tarot readers. And another lady who just reads Oracle too, that emailed me and said, oh my God, like what's going on? Like, because we were basically getting the same thing. Like, why are we being attacked for this? And it's like, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. You can have a difference of opinion, and you can say what you want to say without being rude and disrespectful. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a big difference. There was a reward that was offered, and apparently from what I'm hearing now, that there was a GoFundMe set up by the parents. Yeah, you can make your readings, just put them into private. That way, even if somebody's got a link to it, they still can't see it. Just put them private, so that way you don't lose them. Hey, Monica. Monica, I'm going to put this comment up. How about you go help find Summer Wells? I have done that, and my readings have said exactly where she is. I'm in Canada. Can I go to Tennessee at that point? No, I couldn't, because the borders were, oh, bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye. Oh, wow, Jack, that's horrible. Horrible. The noise from upstairs, I thought it was your mom. No, I have a gentleman that rents a room for me. That was him coming down wanting to do his laundry, and I just gave him crap. He knew I was live, so sorry about that for anybody who had to hear that. Thank you, mods, for taking care of, because I still see her comments on my screen in StreamYard. So thank you to the mods for taking care of that. Like I said, this is a safe place, and you can make a point without being rude or disrespectful. Oh, Mystic Ray. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Yeah, from now on, just make them private, hon, so you don't lose them. Yeah, make sure you've selected live chat at the top so you can see all the messages, you guys. Curtana is my homie too. Okay. I don't know who that is, but yes, there's memberships too, you guys. I had a membership for tier 2, level 2 members today, and nobody showed up, but I did do the draw, and I'm waiting for the winner. I'm waiting to see if the winner is in here. I did post it on the comments section of my YouTube who the winner was. I drew for the shirt anyway, but nobody showed up in the live chat this morning, so that's part of your perks for being a level 2 member. We're going to have giveaways and card pulls, and I can show you right now. I was set up and ready to go. I'll just put my camera on for a minute. See, I had the pendulum and cards and everything ready to go, you guys, for that live chat this morning, but none of my members from level 2 showed up, so I just did the draw. Oh, the GoFundMe was up the very first day. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, thank you, Spirit Moon. Yeah, don't question yourself. Trust that intuition. If you're a high intuitive, trust your intuition. Listen to what your cards are telling you, and trust your intuition. And never delete your video. Put it to private if need be. I left it up, and if people wanted to bash me, there's still some bashing on there, but it was pretty respectable. It wasn't really rude and obnoxious. And my daughter did delete those comments. Like, my daughter goes through them comments like a hawk, you guys. And like, I don't mind people having a difference of opinion, but if you want to get rude and start bashing, that's when you're gone. Sending good prayers and good vibes to you, A Quail. And I pray that your husband gets the kidney transplant that he needs. Let's all send some prayers out for A Quail and her husband to get that kidney transplant that he needs. Fire Beast says, if this all comes out as being true, think of how this will affect Cleo down the road. So I'm still saying Chloe. I know, right? Mary, I will say some of your comment here, but I'm not going to put the other YouTuber name in there because I don't know the person, and I don't, unless I can back up the person, I won't put them on their name on the channel, but I will read your comment. Oh, wow, Willow, I didn't know all of this about money, but did you see the video on another YouTuber's channel of a woman in Australia saying so much information about the suspect? No, I don't even know who that is that you mentioned, that YouTuber. But if you want to maybe email me with the link to that, when I have time, I can watch that, Mary. Cat H says, there are spirits that can change readings and do so no judging if not 100% correct. Yeah. I don't even ask to be 100% correct, but if there's information that does come out that could help, that's what I always look for. A lot of people aren't really into the tarot, but when you get a good tarot reader, it can be pretty smack on too. And there are a few that I know of out there that are pretty smack on and are in it for the right reasons, and know their stuff. So when you're comfortable with somebody and somebody who can explain it, because I find a lot of people shy away from the tarot because they don't understand the meanings of the cards. There's a lot out there that just go fly through their cards as if everybody knows what they're talking about. So there are some out there, okay, that do explain very well. So stick with those. Thank you, Gold Star Mom, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Shelly Jakes says, wow, just well. Shelly J, are you the one that I helped find your nephews in the UK? Lisa, you're going to have to rewind to the beginning if you want to see it all, because I'm just getting ready to wind down here. But there's information that came out regarding the Cleo Smith abduction case. Yeah, and how would they know? You're welcome, Mary. Yep, and you have to, Spirit Moon. You got to go with your feelings that you're getting, and if you're intuitive with the intuitive messages you're getting, I trust my ancestors 100%. Doesn't mean that, you know, they could be giving me the exact correct information, and I could be interpreting it wrong, right? Like when I guess they were putting in my head Chloe instead of Cleo. That was something they gave me that I totally missed. Like, we're not perfect. Gold Star Mom, you can email me at aboveandbeyondancestor@outlook.com for any private paid reads. Yes, we hope that he gets a match too, my dear. I'm praying for you and your husband. I'm trying to catch up, you guys. Hello, Shivani. I'm trying to see if Shelly J is the one I found right down to the exact building that they were in. Hello, Aussie Chick. In the UK, I'm in Canada, and I found her nephews. The mother had taken off with her nephews. The mother of the kids took off. Anyway, and she asked me to do a read and use my maps, and I found them right down to the exact city that they were in, which was Chester. And intuitively, I got my favorite artist of all time is Chester C. And I kept getting Chester. So I went over to Chester, and then I've got that this is like a timeshare or something like that. And it's shaped like a building in the middle with wings coming off of it. And they called every timeshare and everything around there, and that's where they found the children. And she is one of my subscribers and one of my members. And she couldn't thank me enough. Like, how she couldn't understand how I did that. And that's my ancestors. I followed what my ancestors were giving me. Yes. Sometimes it doesn't all come out in the news right away, or with the information being released from the police, right? So we have to, wait and see once all the information comes out. Yep. And that's all you can do, Mystic. So never, doubt yourself. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that. Yes, exactly. Well, Mom is out on the front porch getting some air because it's not too bad today with the sun, Summer. The sun is shining bright, so she's out there getting some fresh air. I can hear her. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. So if you guys hear a lady talking in the background, yes, that's Mama. She's out on her front porch. Thank you, Cindy. And there's my sister just put the links up, you guys, for the direct memberships. There's 2 different levels there. Thank you for that, sis. I appreciate you. Love you to the moon and back. Love you more. It's an ongoing thing with me and my sister. Seeing who could say when we're getting off FaceTime, who could say I love you more before hanging up. Who's the last one? Yeah, the level 1 doesn't have access to those live reads with the free giveaways of merch and stuff like that. You have to be level 2 for that. No, I don't even attempt. I try to stay away from reading people I know because I don't want any outside influences, let alone try and read myself. Oh my God, that would be a battle from within. But no, I don't read myself, and I don't generally read for people I know personally, like people that I know a lot about that are very close to me. I try not to read, although I have done reads for my sister. I try not to do that because I don't like the outside influences of what I know of their life. Thank you, Ramilla, and thank you for being here. Okay, Summer says she'll be there. Yes, I know. There was a sick baby, so Aussie chick, you can rewind, my dear. It's going to be here. I'm not, it'll be up on my page once we're done. Yes, Mystic. Don't ever just put them into private, hon. Don't ever lose your videos. Thank you, sis, for the $5 super chat. I'm not down there. I'm so behind in chat, you guys. But I see it come up on the top. So thank you, sis. I love you more. Also, if anyone needs help joining memberships, we will help guide. Just ask. Okay, I'm going to get to that. Okay, there we go. There's our Gold Star Mom. Thank you for becoming a member. I trust who I trust. That's right. And I'm not begging for people. Like, I've had a lot of people leave my subscriber list lately. And I mean, to each their own. I'm not going to beg anybody to stay. All the best to Aquale, yes. And prayers going out for your husband, Aquale. Okay, Mary. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. There you go for private readings, above and beyond ancestor, or unless I ask you to email me, that's my email. It can also be found in the description, usually of all the videos, or on my about page. Oh, thank you, Anna Marie. Oh, thank you. No, I just like to try and explain because I don't like people thinking that they're being misled. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to try and scroll down here. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. That was my concern. How the heck could a stranger get in that small tent without the parents hearing? Yes, Patty Ward. Yes. Oh, you're very welcome, hon. You're very welcome. Yep, doesn't add up. Okay, here we go. Thank you very much for the super chat. Super chats always help you guys. Thank you very much. So thank you for that super chat. And I love you more. There is, Cindy. I just don't do it often. For personal readings, I just, I don't know. I'm given a lot already intuitively from my ancestors, so it's not like I do need a read, because I think what I need to be guided in and what I need to know always comes through with my ancestors anyway. Anne Marino wants to know how to become a member. If you go to my YouTube channel, right by the subscribe button, there's a join button, and then you can click your level of memberships that you want right there. There's a description of what's included with each membership. And they just, my mods are posting the links right there, so you can copy and paste that also. Okay, I'm going to check for some. Gold Star Mom says, I love the unique way that Willow gets messages from her ancestors. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I gotta trust what they're saying. And if I get bashed for it, I get bashed for it. And, all I ask is let's wait until everything does come out. I don't know how these people are going to feel that did bash me and go off on me when, the true story does come out. I hope, I don't need an apology, but just please come back and subscribe again. Be a subscriber and just have a little faith. Thank you, Anna Marie Marino, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Aw, thank you, Cindy. She says, I only trust 5 people that are gifted in different ways. Yes. So thank you. Okay, so A Quail says, I saw that the abductor gave photographers a wink on his way to jail. News article. I wonder who that was for. Yeah, I wonder too. I think when he finds out what is actually going to become of his charges and stuff, maybe he's going to squeal like a little piglet. But he did say to another reporter, I'll be out of here soon. So what's going to come out? We don't know. We have to wait and see, right? Thank you, my sister. Yeah, and some people are just compelled to bash. And hi, Shivani, I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being here. Some people just feel the need to bash. And I mean, you can say things in a respectable way, and I'll leave it there, or my daughter will leave the comment there, as long as it's done respectively and not rude. Like you could say, Willow, I just don't agree with what you just came out with. Hey, no problem. I'm open to constructive criticism, but I'm not going to take the rudeness. Like, this is a safe place for everybody to fall, everybody to comment, and I'm not going to allow any rudeness or bashing. Say it respectively, and your comment will stay there. My daughter has no problem deleting comments, believe me. There's some that she did delete that I wish she would have left there, but she's not going to watch, you know, that bashing or that rudeness either. So, like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Say it with respect. And even if you don't agree with me, if you say it respectively, it's going to stay there, and go through them. Go through a lot of the last comments. A lot of them are still there because they were done respectfully. And that's all I ask. Yeah, Summer says, all I can say is put your boots on. It's going to get deep. Yes. Sandra Dream says, I'm kidding. What would that make them bash heads? Oh, okay. Cindy says, YouTube can be such a negative place, especially in chat. We strive to keep this chat clean and positive. Exactly. And that's why somebody just, you know, got blocked. And I'm sorry that that had to happen. But once I started seeing those comments, it's like, whoa, like, why? Like, I'm sorry it happened. I'm not to blame for anything that happened with Cleo. I'm not to blame. Don't shoot the messenger. You know, and like I said, you can say what's on your mind as long as it's said respectively. It's valuable to me. Say it respectively. Say it without bashing. Say it without hate. There's enough of that in the world, you guys. We don't need it here. Yeah, there's been a few, Cindy, lately. Some bad apples that, you know, maybe there's something going on or going wrong in their lives that they feel the need to attack or bash or be rude to somebody else to make themselves feel better. You know, I feel bad for them. I do. I feel bad that they have to resort to something like that. I think I'm a pretty fair person. And like I said, I don't mind the constructive criticism. I don't mind you saying you disagree with something maybe I've come out with. All good. Just say it respectively without being rude, without the swearing and cursing and like, oh, fake readers and this and bashing us readers. Like, then why do you come to our channels? If you don't believe in this, don't come. Don't come. Simple. Yes. And up top, you guys, please click it from top chat to live chat so you can see all the live chats. And Cindy does mention that often. Thank you very much for that, Cindy, because a lot of people are saying they don't see certain comments, and that's because you're on top chat instead of live chat. Yes, me too. So I don't think that she was ever in danger of being killed. Now that this has come out, I do believe it could have happened if they didn't pay that money. They got the money somewhere to pay these people off, right? Thank you, sister. Yes, me too, Cindy. I enjoy hearing the different views on stuff. You know, I'm not always right. Marriage, Cindy just said it too. I'm not always right. And exactly. But be respectable about what you're commenting. And if you don't believe in psychics, don't go to psychic channels. If you don't believe in tarot readers, don't go to the tarot readers channels. If you don't believe in intuitives like myself with dealing with my ancestors, my ancestor deck, or oracle readers, then don't come. Simple as that. Don't come. If you're coming just to bash, you're going to be blocked. Exactly, Julie. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Yes, exactly. And that's for all of the tarot psychics, intuitives like myself, and oracle readers, for all of us in this community. If you don't believe in the stuff or don't like it, don't come. Don't come. you can't be bothered by something you don't watch. If you put yourself in that position to watch it, then don't start being rude in the comments because it's something that you don't like. You brought yourself here. I didn't force you to come. Oh no, Shivani. Shivani Brooks and Bones have been quieter, but always listen to. Aw, thank you, my dear. And hoping for a speedy recovery and praying for you, my dear. Yes. 99.9 people in my chats are very respectable. It's those trolls and that come in just to, I don't know, let off some steam or whatever they do. My sister says, above and beyond ancestor readings, some people are just miserable, and unfortunately, misery loves company. Hence, they come to try and bash, trying to make us miserable with them. They got the wrong ones here. Absolutely, because we won't put up with it. I won't put up with anybody bashing myself or any of my subscribers or any other YouTubers. So they came to the wrong place if that's their intentions when they come here. Sandra Dreams says, why is it that people who are awful to children have oodles of them, and there's those who want kids that can't have them? Exactly. Right? It's a sad world that we live in, Sandra. Thank you, Aquel. Love the hearts. Good morning, Rosie. Yes, please give the channel a like and a subscribe. Let's get those subscriptions in there and those likes to outweigh the trolls and the haters. Yes, those handmade ancestor deck is made by my elders for me based on my ancestors. So thank you for that. Well, there you go. Like I said, I'm not going to bash anybody. Everybody does their own thing. And if you don't like tarot, then don't go there. If you don't like oracle, then don't come here. If you don't like the psychics, don't go there. Don't go there just to hate on them, you guys. Like, that does nothing for nobody. Thank you, Cindy, and my sister, and all my other mods for putting up the links. Yes, let's smack that like button. Smack it gently. I don't know what that is. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. That's what all I can see. So I don't know what those emojis were, Rosie, because it doesn't show up on my StreamYards. Yes, I love that one, Cindy, when you put because we do have the stalkers, and before a live or anything even starts, I've always got those few that give the thumbs down without even knowing what we're talking about yet. It could be that I won $1 million and you're all getting a share and they've given a thumbs down, there's going to be haters everywhere. And when you do get the haters and you get the thumbs down, you know that you're doing something right because they're intimidated by you. So they got to come in and try and bash you and get people to leave your channel. And I've seen it in my subscriptions. I've got a lot of drops, a lot of going up and then coming back down, going up, coming back down, a lot more joining than leaving, but people do it. And you got to take the good with the bad. And I just believe in karma. So I'm going off topic, Willow. Summer Dawn. Forgive me, but I caught something Don Wells bashes psychics, but he kept mentioning his dreams. Contradictory much? He's actually reached out for 2 psychics for a read. So I ain't giving up who, but they refused. They want nothing to do with them. So, yeah, it's a reflection of themselves. It's a reflection of their self, and they're not maybe in a good place in their life, and trying to bring others down maybe makes them feel a little bit better. I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you now. It just doesn't show up, Rosie, on my stream yards because I'm using StreamYards. I'm seeing this on StreamYards. You guys are seeing it on YouTube. So what do you guys think? How long? I'm going to, let's put a poll. Let's put a poll up that you guys can vote on right now. Okay, so here's the poll, you guys. Now ask my community. It's going to be a yes or no, and let's see. I just put a poll up for you guys. Let's see what the percentages is here. Sandra James says those are wings. Those are the beginning wings. So the poll is going to be open for the next couple minutes, and let's see what you guys think. Yeah, they're the beginner's wings. And the longer you are a member, you evolve into a full-blown angel. Jane, I believe that it's because one of the guy that had her in his house, keeping her captive, was a Bratz doll fanatic. And one of those Bratz doll that looks a lot like Cleo, the name is Chloe. So that's why I was probably getting that. Hello, Lady of Angels. Thanks for being here. If you guys haven't subscribed, I suggest you could hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the like button. I would appreciate it very much. And the super chatters, thank you for the super chats. For everybody who has become a member today, thank you very much. Okay, asking for juice for Vera Ray's phone. Summer Dawn. Where'd that go? Summer Dawn. If you were a member previously, your wings or whatever will be at what they were when I got rid of the memberships a few months back. You will start over. Like my sister has her full-blown angel. You do get whatever you had when I discontinued the memberships a few months back. You will get the same wings that you had back then. Or if you had the full-blown angel like my sister, you will have that. I have checked that in the memberships too. So Okay, Rosie, I believe it's $14.99 Canadian. So I don't know what that would be in your money exchange. But I know it's $14.99 Canadian. I think it's $9.99 US or something like that. I don't know. They set it from whatever area I am from. All right. Okay, so it's $9.99 US. Like they don't show me the different conversions except for the country that I'm in, and it's when they convert it to Canadian, I guess. I don't know. Okay, you guys, so the poll that we've got here, Lady of Angels, thank you for becoming a member, and welcome to the memberships. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Okay, so the poll right now as we stand, you guys, I asked, do you believe what was released in the video I showed you at the beginning of this live? 86% are saying yes. 14% are saying no. So if 43 of you voted, and 86% said yes, and 13% said no. Yes, so today, and that's in the second tier, you guys. Let me just go over here for a minute. Okay, so Nan Poposky won the support shirt. And the support shirt, even I'm going to get bashed for this for sure. Because my sister usually, as soon as something comes out, she buys it right away. But for once, sister of mine, sorry, but you're not going to be one of the first ones to get this one. There's a new support shirt coming out. It's going to be revamped. I don't know what happened on my bonfire, but they deleted a lot of my stuff that was on there. So I've had to revamp my store. There is going to be a new support shirt that is up, revamped. And the first person to get one of those shirts, it was drawn today in the level 2 members only live. And Nan Polowski is the winner of that. If you guys who are in the level 2 memberships can go and watch that video. I made that draw live on that video so you guys can all see. Shame on you. I better get one. Of course you're gonna get one, sis. I knew that was gonna happen. Rosie, I haven't been able to get into emails yet, my dear. I've probably got about 110 emails sitting there that I've got to get through. I've been trying to go through the ones for the private reads that need to be done, and get the instructions out for those people who are waiting for their private reads. But I promise, Rosie, I promise. Thank you, sis, for the $5 super chat. So if it's in your store, I should be able to go buy it now. Then I get the first one, as long as it's before. Nope. It has not been released yet. It's not in the store yet. sis. You know how I got you your mod shirt? That's how it's being sent out. So that's it. That's one of the deals for being in the second level tier. That's one of the perks. So I told everybody. So Nan is the going to be the first one to get that shirt. I know, sis. I'm sorry, but you can't always be first. The other stuff you can be first if you like. It's going to be, like I said, revamped. So there's going to be other things that are put up there that you will be able to get first. If you, oh yeah, she has to. She has to be the last one to say, I love you more. She has to be the first one to get the shirts even before I get to order them. But I love her. I love her to death. So there you go. If you would have messaged me back yesterday, I would have been in that damn group. Oh, you could have leveled up. It's in the instructions, sis. She said you'd have messaged me. I couldn't. I was so busy yesterday. I was late going to dinner, and then I had a couple glasses of wine afterwards. I came home. I passed out. I was up for a total of maybe 30 minutes. Totally forgot. You know me, sis. But something popped up and gave me a reminder on something that I'd set a reminder to. I went in there for a little bit, and I just couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. So sorry. I'm sorry, sis. But you can just level up. It shows you in there what you get with first and second level. Oh, she's mad. She's mad. Tisk, 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 tisk. I'm going to hear about it. Mary, we just can't mention that channel. I can't even put your comment up on screen because we're not mentioning other channels. So that's probably going to be removed by one of the mods. But I can read what it says without mentioning the channel because I don't know the channel, so I can't back it. So I can't put it on my channel. Just watch part of the video in the beginning. Yes, I believe that's true. It's in sync with the woman on so-and-so's channel. Also rewards of 1 million. Yep. Summer, I don't have mod shirts out there yet because I don't know how I can do it without putting them, like, to get all my mods to have a shirt. It would be available to everybody. So for you guys to be able to purchase a mod shirt, and that was given to I got a special one made for my sister as a birthday gift, as a gift, an early gift. I'm trying to find out a way that I can get mod shirts made that they're only available for mods. So when I figure out how I can do that, Summer, I will definitely be letting all my mods know. If you want the honest to goodness, my sister, seeing that I was getting a content creator shirt with the YouTube on it, once I hit 10,000 subscribers, she did. Where's my shirt? Why don't I get one of those shirts? And like I said, this is me and my sister's channel. It's not just mine. She's been with me since day one, and I'm giving D crap, Willow, just playing, no worries. No, I do want to get one that, maybe just my mods can get at for next to nothing, or I may be able to get at a really good price for you guys and get them out to you guys. I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. I'm only allowed to do a certain amount of one-shot wonders, you want to call them. So I've got to figure out a way that I can do that without offering them available to everybody, because mods, if you're not a mod, then you shouldn't be able to purchase one, right? Or be given one. So I'm going to see how I can figure this out, Summer Dawn. But yeah, where's my damn shirt? Thank you, Sandra. Laugh out loud, Des. It's okay. You can go all fangirl with your sis. Okay, so Rosie is saying they offered a 1 million reward because they did not want to make the same mistakes they did when William Terrell went missing. Okay. Yeah, so Sandra James, no shame in her game. No, absolutely not. Yes, and the angel wings on the back are just beautiful. Thank you, Mary. We pretty much know what each other's thinking before. I knew as soon as she seen that I was getting that after the 10,000 subscribers, that I was getting the creator shirt. I knew she was going to want something. Where's mine with YouTube on it? But it's very loving banter between me and my sister, that's for sure. And I adore the relationship that we have. Okay, you guys, so we're going to wrap this up. And again, check out the memberships. At least once a month, I'm going to be having a draw for the merch. And also with those, we'll have lives where we can just between the members do chit chats and maybe some pendulum and card pulls and stuff like that you guys are going to get extra for being a level 2 member. So I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so I've got this still. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do, don't forget, you guys, I'm going to link the video that we watch. I'm going to link it in the description below. So you guys can go, excuse me, and watch the full video. Thank you to each and every one of my mods for being here. I appreciate you guys. I would still buy one, Willow, but I truly was joking. The t-shirts are beautiful. No, Dawn, seriously, I would like to get the mods. The sister come out with Mod Squad. My Mod Squad shirts. So I'm trying to, I gave it away. Sorry, Des, but that was my sister's thought. Let's, what about Mod Squad? Because she calls you guys the Mod Squad, right? So I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. So when I figure it out, you guys are absolutely going to be the first to know. You will get a message from Des regarding that because she has all your emails. Those Angels of Truth Mod Squad. There we go. That was her idea. So we're going to roll with it. I love some of her ideas, most of her ideas. So I'm trying to figure out how to get this done for you guys. So yes, have a beautiful Sunday, everybody. No problems, Rosie. We know where you're far away. You're not even in the same time zone. Okay, Kimmy. enjoy, and thank you for being here and popping in. And like I said, I am going to be linking that video in the description below. So if you guys do want to go and check out Josh's channel and watch that whole video, it's going to be linked in the description below. So thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for becoming members. And thank you so much to my mods for being here. Love you guys to the moon and back. And please remember, take care of yourselves and please stay safe. See you guys all again very soon. Bye-bye for now.